and they make their ways to so-called second and third world countries who don't have that iPhone X. So me being Jamaican, repping for there, that your old phone might be the new bling in some other country. You go into Mexico with the iPhone 7, and that might be that to them is the iPhone X. So it's really interesting. Moving right along, I'll say let's get into what you want. The $6 billion streaming man. I mean, break that one down.
Well, you know, it's interesting because Drake is that guy. For the second year straight, as rap music continues to dominate mainstream music, streaming has seen some incredible growth with twice as many streams on any given day last year, 1.67 billion streams per day when compared to 2016, which was averaging around 560 million daily streams. For the second year in a row, Drake was the most streamed artist on the planet across all genres. And for the second year straight, he hit 6 billion in terms of a milestone. So Drake is currently the only artist in the world to ever have surpassed 6 billion streams in 1 year. He did it twice already, all right, as Variety has reported. So Goldman Sachs has taken note of this and says that the streaming business will grow into a nearly $41 billion behemoth. And analysts there further predict that streaming will account for $34 billion of that, which $28 billion will come from paid subscriptions, while $6 billion will come from ad-supported streaming services. $4 billion will come from performance rights. Synchronization will be about $500 million. Physical downloads will be about $700 million. And everything else pulls in at about $1.2 billion. So what we do know is there's a lot of money on the line.
Well, I was just going to chime in on the Drake part. Over 6 billion streams. There's only 7, I think Google has it, that there's 7.6 billion people on the earth. So all he got is 1.6 more billion to go, and he would have covered the entire planet. That makes him way bigger than the Eminem, Jay-Z could ever be. He is the God MC. The 6 billion streaming man.
Yes.
Well, he calls himself the sixth guy. I think that these numbers are just, you know, indicative of what, one, hip-hop is at the top of streaming, period. So it was about 20 years ago where hip-hop was outselling country 14-1. It's interesting to see hip-hop take such a strong stance in 2017, 2018. I mean, the last few years have been pretty phenomenal to see what it's grown into as far as touring and everything else. But the streaming thing is becoming a bigger and bigger deal, and I think the way it breaks down in terms of royalties is going to speak volumes to a lot of the artists behind the scenes or the creators, because there was some talk about how do we actually, you know what I'm saying, quantify this? How are people going to get paid? So Drake leads the charge, obviously, and it's you know, and that's a big deal.
I was just sitting here, just like amazed actually with Drake. I mean, I remember first listening to Success, you know, with Trey Songz and thinking like, oh, he's cool, you know, and then they're talking about he's from Degrassi. And I mean, just now look at him. I mean, he's blowing. It's crazy. I love Drake. And, yeah, I stream his music all the time. And as far as the whole streaming and where it is today, I don't really buy albums too much. I mean, when I do, it's because I truly just love the artists that sell. So I want to, like, you know, support them in all aspects. But I definitely stream my music. Spotify, you know, is where it's at for me. So.
Well, he just came off the Boy Meets World tour. So, Mike, what were you saying, bro?
It's funny, 2 years ago, they was like, wearing the hip shirts, hip-hop is dead. I think Drake is proving them wrong with seeing what the numbers are right now. Rap music continues to dominate mainstream music. We've seen what Chance has done, receiving his award for his first artist to have his music streamed to get the Grammys. Now, here we got Drake doing it once again. So, you know, there's always been a strong relationship between hip-hop and the embracement with technology, and that's why we cover this here on Tech This Out News.
I mean, with that said, for all this and so much more, Mike Johns, what do you want to tell the people?
Man, for all this and so much more, visit us online at TechThisOutNews.com. We connect the street.